That's the police they're calling killers. Hours after the first major climb down by the Hong Kong leader, protesters were screaming abuse at them. The White Flowers are in mourning for the hundreds arrested amid repeated claims of police brutality.
It's very angry because police is to protect the citizen, but now they is killing us.
The chief executive called what looked very much like an emergency meeting at her residence and then announced a huge U-turn, the full withdrawal of the hated extradition bill, which would have seen suspects sent to China.
Incidents over these past 2 months have shocked and saddened Hong Kong people. We are all very anxious about Hong Kong, our home. We all hope to find a way out of the current impasse and unsettling times.
This was happening as the Hong Kong leader was contemplating her dramatic decision. Her first concession comes after 3 months of protests and increasingly violent confrontations like these. And now the activists are in no mood to give up.
We have gone this far, and there is a lot of people being sacrificed, dead, or even arrested and hurt by the Hong Kong police.
This is what's prompted such anger, and the demonstrators' demands include an investigation into police behaviour. It's led to many injuries. We spoke to one hit by a police rubber bullet.
We have been trying peaceful protests for a long time, and they just make us to use violence protest.
Has it put you off protesting, being wounded like this? Has it made you scared to protest even more?
I am scared, but I still will protest.
But the protesters have grown increasingly aggressive, burning barricades and over the weekend lobbing more than 100 petrol bombs at police. Those we spoke to in a cafe on Hong Kong Island weren't all supportive of the tactics being used by the protesters.
I'm very angry. You know, I have my peaceful life in Hong Kong, and they're making this issue and destroy my peaceful life and destroy my, destroy the economy.
What started out as fury over an extradition bill has turned into so much more, with claims of police brutality right at the centre of it. It's going to be very hard for the chief executive to keep a lid on this. And the city will be bracing itself to see if there'll be more violent protests this weekend. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Hong Kong.